Okay, welcome America, welcome India, and welcome Taylor Swift to the live studio edition in room 202 today. All right, so we are going to today multiply radicals. So we just finished reviewing how to simplify radicals, and now we are going to quickly review how to multiply them. Okay, and we're going to need this in the next thing that we're doing in our next slide. So we go ahead and we have, let's say we have the square root of 10 times the square root of 8. They are both to the same radical, so we can multiply the numbers underneath those radicals. So we can multiply the square root of 10 times 8 is 80. And now it's just like we're simplifying a radical like we did on the last slide. So how do we simplify the square root of 80? What's the largest perfect square factor that goes into 80? So we've got 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. Good enough for now. And I'll put this right there. Okay, so, 10 times 8 is 80, but are either of those numbers perfect squares? No. What's a number that goes into 80? Even if it's not the largest one, does 16 go into 80 evenly? How many times? 16 times 5 is 80. Let's do it. I'm going to rewrite 80 as 16 times 5. The square root of 16 is 4. So this should be 4 root 5. So let's see if the computer likes that. And it has to be simplified. So 4 root 5. Yes. If I had put the square root of 80 there, we would have had a big X. Okay, that's it. That's all there is to it. Let's go to the next one. 6 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 5. So that's going to be 6 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 10. Are there any perfect square factors that go into 10? 4, 9, no. So we're done. So that's just 6 root 10. And you can type that square root, let me show you this. You can just type in SQRT and then that will pop up if you want. All right, here's another concept we need to learn. In fact, I'm going to erase this and show you this. All right, eyes up here. The square root of 2 times the square root of 2. Do you guys agree that that equals the square root of 4? Which is equal to 2. Okay, the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 equals the square root of 9, which is 3, right? So, following that pattern, what's the square root of 15 times the square root of 15 going to be? Which the square root of that is 15. We can just skip that step. 15 it is. We're going to need that. Number 4, we've got 4 times 3, and then what's root 11 times root 11?
11.
So that's just 4 times 3 times 11. What's that?
132. 77.
4 times 3 is 12. And 12 times 11 is on that multiplication sheet. What is that? 12 times 11. 132. All right, last one. I need to show you how to do this. In fact, I was just teaching my son this yesterday, and he is in pre-calculus. So this is something that will be used and people will just forget how to do. When you have a quantity in a parentheses squared, that means 5 root 13 times 5 root 13. So now we just multiply the 5s and we get 25. And what's root 13 times root 13?
169.
Square root of 169, which
13.
is 13. So this is just 5 times 5 times 13. So what is that? Computer likes it. Done. All right, my video is long enough.